could you just take us into the dressing room at Wembley and how much that hurt, both for you and the team?
Yeah, it's never nice to lose any game, but to lose a final, it's a huge disappointment, and it's like I said before, it's been a long season, and we fought, especially in that competition, like very hard against some good opponents, and we fell short in the end, and it's as simple as that. And we just have to regroup. We had a short talk with the team in the dressing room and the staff. But yeah, for me, we have to just dust ourselves down and get ready for next season, because we can't change what's already happened.
Could you give us a vague idea of what was said?
No, that's what was said. We don't have time to dwell on it or lose too much concentration on it, because we can't change it now. We give 100% on the pitch, so it's easier to move on from it. If you know that you've not given everything you can give, then it becomes tough. So yeah, we just get ready for next season now and prepare as best we can in pre-season.
Simon Peach.
Hi Marcus. Your manager at Manchester United has been regularly asked about the way you've rejuvenated this season, and he's repeatedly said he's not Harry Potter, and he's said it's down to you rather than any managerial wizardry. Just wondering what you've found in him that's helped you. Is it as simple as having that pre-season, that free pre-season that you haven't had for so long, or is it the manager that's helped you? What is it that's helped spark the turnaround?
No, it was definitely the manager as well, because he come in and he wanted to win, and I feel like at times we've lacked that ambition, as I've said before, and he wasn't caring about getting into the top four and doing any of that. He just wanted to win trophies, and when you strive for the best, sometimes you are going to fall short, as we did in areas this season, and but you have to look at the outcome. We managed to win a trophy and get back into the Champions League spots, get to another final, and it's definitely a progression from the previous year or a couple of years before. So I think he just managed to motivate me and just relight the flame that was missing.
You obviously it has been a real season of progress on an individual and collective level, but seeing what City have done up the road as obviously makes the red half of Manchester want success even more. There's also lots of talk in the background at the moment about which way the club's going to go in terms of ownership. You spoke about players blocking out transfer speculation and stuff earlier. Is it that easy to do right now when there's so much uncertainty around the club you love?
For me, yeah, because I'm here with national team. Like I don't want to be worrying about what's going on in Manchester and stuff like that. So for me, it's just importance on these next two games, and getting the job done, and two, let's try and do it as well as we can.
Thanks, Simon. Matt Law.
Marcus, can I take you back to the World Cup, because you had a fantastic personal World Cup, but you didn't start the Senegal or France games, and we haven't really spoken to you in an England capacity since then. How did you feel? Because it must have been tough for you to be told you weren't going to start those games, particularly the France game. I think you're England's top scorer at the time in the tournament. Was that? How were you frustrated? Were you angry? How did it make you feel?
I think everyone's a little bit frustrated when they're not playing, but at the same time, you're part of a squad, and I'm never going to be that person to disrupt a team, especially when they're preparing for a massive game. So for me, it was disappointing, yeah, but I just got on with it, and when I did get my opportunity to come on, I just tried to do what I can do to help us win the game.
And how did you? Because you also responded very well in terms of your club season, like other players did when you went back and there wasn't a sort of World Cup hangover. How did you process it? What did you do? Did you go away? How did you process it so that you came back with United and managed to also finish the season very well and have a good second half of the season?
Like I just mentioned before about going from United to England, it's the same thing when we go from England back to club. You have to try your best to put that disappointment behind you. And, you know, when we got back to club, we had some World Cup winners there. So everyone was in a different emotional state. But the thing that probably helped massively was the fact that everyone was just united and together. So yeah, there wasn't really a dwell or a hangover period from the World Cup. But yeah, like I said, it's obviously a huge disappointment to get knocked out of any tournament, never mind the World Cup. So you just have to do your best to try and move on from it, and the easiest way to do that is to play another game of football. And yeah, I was pleased that the start happened so quickly after.
Okay, we got Matt Dunn, and then we'll go Paul Joyce.
Hi, Marcus. Appreciate England's the focus these next 2 days, but there is a lot of blue noise about to head down this way, down the M6. Does it make you more determined to... I mean, you remember when you were a youngster growing up that United were the top dogs. It doesn't last forever. It might seem like it is at the moment at City. Does that make you more determined to make United top dogs again, what's gone on, before you leave the club?
Yeah, I think that was always the aim anyway, regardless of their success this year or the previous years. Because let's be honest, it's not anything new. The only thing that's new is that they managed to win all three. But like I said before, they're a very good team, and it's not just us that are trying to catch up to them. It's pretty much every team as well. So is it a challenge? Yeah, but we can't shy away from it. We have to face it and do our best next season.
And as a Manchester lad, how bad do you anticipate it being?
How bad do I anticipate what?
It being the next sort of 24 hours with all that excitement arriving, and do you think there'll be a bit of stick, or will it be a bit more respectful than that?
No, it's going to be funny. But like I said, it's congratulations to them, and for me they deserved it. They played the best football this year, and yeah, there's not much more to say about it really. I think the talking's done on the pitch, and they done really well this year.
And to finish on that subject, is that the strength of this squad, which perhaps wasn't there in the past years, that you can have all that banter and then all of you play well together for England?
Yeah, I think definitely that's a part of it. But there's a strong bond in this squad, and there has been, regardless of which players come in, and I think it is down to the environment. There's not much more I can put it down to. So yeah, we're looking forward to having them back here. They're obviously all really good players, and we need them if we want our squad to be as strong as possible.
Thanks, Matt. And we'll finish with Paul Joyce.
Sorry, Marcus, it's just one in a similar vein. On Saturday night, did you watch the Champions League final? And do you watch the trophy lift and the celebrations, or do you? No, because when you won the League Cup in February, I think Trent did an interview saying that he watched the match and then switched off because he didn't want to go through the celebration. I was just wondering if what your sort of how it worked out for you, and what was the rationale behind that.
It's exactly the same. I like watching football. I like watching the best games. So that's what I did. But after they win the game, I don't need to watch them celebrating and all that stuff. So yeah, TV off.
Where did you watch it?
I was at my friend's house.
Okay, guys, we'll end it there. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you.
Cheers.